So, what you guys planning after we graduate?
Honestly, I'm thinking of to starting online business.
What kind of business?
I just want to sell scarf. I want to start a scarf business.
That's a good idea. But do online business actually needs to pay a tax?
That's what I'm confusing about right now because of I don't know how the tax works when we're doing online business.
I think we can ask our lecturer, Miss Amalian. I still have her number.
It's such a good idea. I think that you can contact her and ask for and book for a consultation with her.
Sure. Hi, Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. So, what are you guys confused about?
Waalaikumsalam, Miss. Actually, I plan to start an online business after graduation, but I don't know whether I need to pay for tax or not since it's just online business. Whether the online business income being treated the same as conventional business income.
Oh, I see. Do you realize, Nabila, that what you are planning to do is actually called as electronic commerce or known as e-commerce? Or has anyone ever heard this term before? Anyone can respond to me?
No, Miss. I have never heard and know it before.
Me too, miss. What exactly is e-commerce?
Oh, thank you for your response. It's okay, everyone. Let me explain to you about e-commerce, okay? So, for your information, electronic commerce or known as e-commerce means any commercial transaction conducted through electronic networks, including the provision of information, promoting, marketing, supply, order or delivery of goods or services. Though payment and delivery relating to such transactions may be conducted offline, as according to IRBM guideline on taxation of e-commerce. Okay?
Oh, so for example, if I'm selling a scarf through online platforms such as Shopee, Lazada, TikTok Shop or any online website, that is considered as e-commerce, right, Miss?
Oh yes, that's correct example, Putri.
Miss, is there any specific law in Malaysia that talk about e-commerce tax?
Oh, good question, Nadia. So for your reference on the scope of charge for tax liability on e-commerce, actually there are no specific provision under the ITA 1967, which address e-commerce transaction. So therefore, the general provision and interpretation of the ITA 1967 will be applicable as stated under the paragraph 4.1 of the IRPM guideline. Okay, but however, you may refer to the guideline on the taxation of e-commerce that issued by the IRBM.
So, does that mean that e-commerce is taxed the same as normal business?
Yes, Nabila, according to the paragraph 1.2 of the guideline, IRBM adopts the principle of the neutrality, which means e-commerce and conventional business are subject to the same tax treatment, but as long as they are in the similar situations.
Miss, how do we determine whether the e-commerce income is taxable in Malaysia or not?
Okay guys, so we determine it using the operation test as I explained under the paragraph 4.3 of the guideline, okay? So we must focus on the main question, which is where are the business operations substantially carried out? Okay, so if the business operation are carried on in Malaysia, then the income attributable to those operations is deemed to be derived from Malaysia and subjected to tax.
Miss, what if my Shopee store is online and the website server is outside Malaysia?
Oh, thanks for your question, Putri. That's a common misunderstanding. Okay, so according to the paragraph 5.1 of IRBM guidelines, a website or server by itself does not determine where income is derived. For example, even if Shopee Shopee server is located outside Malaysia, but you manage your online business from Malaysia, such as uploading product, setting price, responding to customer, arranging deliveries and marketings, then your business operation are considered to be carried on in Malaysia. So therefore, what I said before, when business operation are considered to be carried on in Malaysia, they will be subjected to tax.
So, Miss, if I am a Malaysian resident and I run my Shopee business from Malaysia,
Or if you are a resident person and your business operation are carried out in Malaysia, then all income from your Shopee, Lazada or TikTok shop business is deemed to be derived from Malaysia, and thus it subjected to the income tax in Malaysia, even if the website or server is located outside Malaysia.
How about non-resident sellers? For example, a foreign seller selling product to Malaysian through online platforms such as Shopee, Lazada, and TikTok Shop.
Oh, for non-resident also same as the resident tax treatment. So if the non-resident carried on business operation in Malaysia, such as selling, marketing, servicing or delivering goods in Malaysia, then the income is deemed to be derived from Malaysia and subjected to tax. Okay. However, if the business operation are entirely outside Malaysia, then the income is not subjected to tax, even if the website is hosted in Malaysia. Because what I said, the key you must remember is the business operation is carried out in Malaysia, okay? Not the website hosted.
What if the company has a branch outside Malaysia?
Oh, in that case, income must be separated. So, income attributable to operation in Malaysia will be taxable in Malaysia, while income attributable to the branch outside Malaysia is not deemed to be derived from Malaysia. Okay, so all of this situation you all can refer to the paragraph 6 of the guidelines. Okay, never mind, I will show you a bit of the some situation you can refer to. Okay, so there is a paragraph 6 of this guideline, which is examination of business model. So for your information, there are several basic models identified in this guideline, which is they are given in the two categories, which is a resident person and a non-resident person. From 6.1 until 6.5 is about a resident person. And 6.6 until 6.10 is about a non-resident person tax treatment. Okay, so you can refer this guideline for your reference.
Miss, early you explained that some non-resident e-commerce income may not be taxable in Malaysia if the business operation are carried out outside Malaysia. But what if a Malaysian business make payment to a foreign company, for example, for software, digital content or platform usage?
Oh, that's very good question, Alia. So this situation is explained under paragraph 7 of IRBM guidelines on taxation of e-commerce, which related to the withholding tax on royalty. Okay, so even if the non-resident's e-commerce income is not considered business income derived from Malaysia because the operation are outside Malaysia, right? But payment made to the non-resident in the nature of royalty may still be subjected to the withholding tax. Okay.
Miss, what if the income is taxed in Malaysia and another country?
Oh, okay, Wani. In that case, as explained under paragraph A of the guidelines, where income from e-commerce by a resident person is subject to tax both in Malaysia and the foreign country, provision for relief is available in the relevant double taxation agreement or DTA entered into by the government of Malaysia and the foreign country. So, in that issue, for example, where a resident person having business operation in Malaysia and set up a business website on a server outside Malaysia, there could be an issue of double taxation on the income arising from e-commerce, right? So, in such case, relief from double taxation may be sought under the DTA between Malaysia and the foreign country. Malaysia has DTAs with many countries to avoid double taxation.
Thank you so much, Miss. This explanation really helps.
Honestly, Miss, before this, I thought that online business didn't involve tax at all.
Same here. I always assume that if the website is overseas, the income will not be taxed in Malaysia.
But now we understand that what matters most is where the business operations are carried out, not just the website.
Oh yes, exactly. And I'm glad you realized that. So this knowledge is very important, you know, especially if you plan to become an entrepreneur or professional in the future.
Miss, why is important for us as a student to understand e-commerce taxation? Can you explain it?
Oh, that's a very good question, Putri. So, understanding e-commerce taxation is important because many business today operate online, right? So, if you understand tax responsibilities early, you can avoid common mistakes such as under-reporting income or failing to register properly. From an accounting perspective, this knowledge is also crucial because it helps you recording all Malaysian source income correctly in accounting books, ensuring accurate statements for audit and tax reporting, recording foreign tax credits properly if applicable. And also, it helps future entrepreneurs make informed decisions based on accurate accounting data. And also, for future entrepreneurs, this knowledge helps you manage business finance more effectively, make informed decisions when expanding overseas, and also ensure long-term business sustainability. This shows that tax knowledge is not only academic, which is for exam, okay, but also a professional skill, which is real-life decision making. And additionally, understanding e-commerce taxation helps you to comply with tax laws and avoid penalties and legal issues. Also, plan your business more responsibly.
Yes, miss. After this, I feel more prepared and aware if I want to start an online business in the future.
Oh, wow, that's good to hear. Awareness and responsibility are the first step to becoming a successful business owner. Okay, everyone. So, good luck for your future, guys. Bye. Thank you.
Before completing this assignment, I did not fully understand how tax policies are applied in real situation. During the research process, I faced difficulty in interpreting relevant legislation and current guidelines. However, through group discussion and individual study, I was able to enhance my analytic thinking and problem-solving skills. This assignment helped me realize that continuous learning is important in taxation because tax policies change frequently and many people are not aware of the existence of these tax policies. From a professional perspective, this experience has strengthened my confidence in handling tax-related matters with greater responsibility. On a personal level, I become more aware of my weakness and am motivated to further improve my technical knowledge and communication skill in preparation for a future career in taxation.
To conclude our discussion, I will briefly summarize the tax treatment of e-commerce income in Malaysia based on the IRBM guidelines on taxation of e-commerce. In general, the key factor in determining whether e-commerce income is taxable in Malaysia is the operations tax, as explained under paragraph 4.3 of the guidelines. The main question is, where are the business operations substantially carried out? For a resident, if the e-commerce business operations are carried out in Malaysia, the income is deemed to be derived from Malaysia and is subjected to income tax, even if the website or server is located outside Malaysia. For a non-resident person, e-commerce income will only be taxable in Malaysia if the non-resident carries on business operations in Malaysia, such as selling, marketing, or delivering goods here. If all business operations are carried out outside Malaysia, the income is not subject to tax in Malaysia. Where a business operations both in Malaysia and overseas, income must be separated in accordance with paragraph 6. If income attributable to operations in Malaysia is taxable, and income attributable to foreign branch operations, which means does not derive from Malaysia, is not taxable. Through this topic, we realize that many people mistakenly assume that online business income is not taxable, especially when the website is hosted overseas. However, we now understand the importance of correctly identifying resident and non-resident status and where business operations are carried out.